Hello, 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 everyone out there in the world. Hopefully, I'm live. It says I'm live. But anywho, hello, 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 fellow 3D printer. Hey, Maker Tales came out. Mike Russo, Cat, thank you all so much for coming. I'm J-Wall, Print That Thing. And today we are going to be... Hey, Tony Martinez. Yes. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for coming to hang out. So today we're going to be doing a little something experimental. I'm going to try and do like a weekly community hangout where we talk about 3D printing, 3D print design, and entrepreneurship. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the feedback, Maker Tales. I don't know what the delay is. I put it on low latency because I want it to be as real time as possible between us, all of us. But essentially today I just want, hey, what's up, Bob White from Alberta? Okay, cool. Yes, very experimental, Cat. We are going to be, essentially, I just want to take different topics every single week and discuss them with you guys and girls, get feedback, tell you what I'm trying to do, because I want to be, or I am, a professional 3D print designer, and I just want to keep growing that and help you guys and girls become that as well. So I've been doing 3D print design since like 2014, as many of y'all already know. Say clap when you see this. Okay. Clap. I could have been a few seconds behind Maker Tales. But essentially today I just wanted to go over the 5 Tiga. What's up, Tiga? Sorry, I'm like super ADD, so it's just gonna be like that. Whenever but essentially what we're trying to talk about today is the 5 tips of how I've made money with 3D print design, not 3D printing, but 3D print design, and how you guys and girls are doing it, what's working for you, what's not working for you. And then another way that I'm thinking that is going to be a little bit bigger and broader, and will be a new style of way that I'm trying to make money with 3D print designs without selling any files, without giving away any files, and really without 3D printing any. Now, I mean, there will be a little bit of 3D printing, but not a lot. So I want to talk to you guys about that, see if any of y'all have done it, what you got. We'll also be doing interviews on, people like you guys and girls, some of my members. I'd love to interview y'all some of the week. So if you're interested, let me know in the Discord. And maybe interview like big companies, big products that are coming out, and just do some fun kind of community stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I want to ask y'all a few questions before we dive in. Are you making money with your 3D print designs? I know some people are, some people aren't. Also want to know, just let me know in the chat, yes, no, not yet, things like that. I know Tiga has made some money, I think on Etsy. I could be wrong. Maker Tales, he also sells some laser plans, I believe. Kat, let me know if you have been selling any designs. Okay, Kat said no, so that's good. So hopefully this will start getting your gears going. I am a filmmaker at heart and a teacher, but I'm also trying to learn sales. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I take this thing that I love, which is making designs, and make a full-time living with it, and then also helping all y'all out there do the same so we can kind of all just grow together, because I'm coming from a mindset of abundance. And, there's enough to go around. So I think everyone with their special skills and their special abilities, we can all do some pretty cool and amazing things. So that's that. So let's see. We got Tiga. I sell prints of my design on Etsy and craft shows in my town. Very cool. So kind of like a print on demand type thing. So Tony says, I mainly do money with custom designs and 3D print services about that. Okay. And then Maker Tales, I am indeed, but mine is mixed very much with laser. Yeah, so Maker Tales is like a 3D, he's just a maker, but he does more laser and 3D printing and all kinds of stuff. So Chin Charik says yes, but restricted to lithographs till now. Okay, cool, very interesting. I would like to know more about that. And though no craft shows this year with COVID. Okay, good. That's good to know, Tiga. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, but I think there's another way that we can increase that, hopefully over the next few months. Let's see. We have to find new ways. Rick Mills, what's up, Rick? Working on it, thinking of Amazon Handmade. Has anyone used Amazon? I haven't used Amazon yet, but that's part of my 6-month plan is to get to Amazon. So we will be talking about that definitely, and that's when we get more into larger scale production. And see, Bob White, we are Action 3D Print. What's up, Action? And he is a longtime 3D print designer. Good. And we do a lot of 3D printing. So it sounds like you're making money through printing. That's great. Do you do your own designs, Bob? Or are you mainly printing like client stuff, like what they give you? Maker Tales also get commissioned for custom 3D print designs and complex puzzle boxes and lithographs with color. That's brilliant, Rick. I was actually thinking about that this morning. That's great. So yeah, it's like I said, we're going to do the main 5. Most of you probably have heard it, but this is more for, anyone who's new to this whole space, who has never heard, or maybe you forgot, or you just didn't think of it. So we're just going to discuss the 5, and then the bonus one, which is the 6th one of what I'm going to try and do more of for the next 6 months. So yes. So before we dive in, we are sponsored by my website. Yahoo! Print that thing. So we are ptt.live, and right now I'm the sponsor of my podcast because it's my podcast. It's my show. So we're going to be doing crazy. Tomorrow's actually my birthday. So woohoo! I'll be 33. That's my favorite number. Twice 33. And so it's going to be a very good year, hopefully. And we're going to do a special discount code for all of our workshops and all of our subscriptions. So if you want to learn 3D print design, go to ptt.live and then use the coupon code podcastlove, and that will get you a huge discount for your entire year. Or if you want to do a month, it doesn't matter. Or if you want to do the workshop, we're going to do a workshop in January, like a boot camp, and I'm going to be busting y'all's balls to turn you into a 3D print designer if you aren't already. I know Mike's done it. I know T-Gaw's done it. Maker Tales has done it. So it's going to be super crazy, super fun. And I got some new ideas for the workshop. So if you're brave, join the workshop. But if you're timid, it's not going to be for you. But let's go. Oh, thanks, Mike. So I got some birthday love. Yes, I am so young. I really do feel young. I'm going to 200. I've already decided, we're going to be 3D printing organs here in the next 20, 30, 45 years. I'll do it. I'll put some 3D printed parts in my body if I have to. I mean, I'm not trying to live forever by any means. Like, I think death is a natural part of the experience. But I would definitely experiment. All right, but enough from me. Let's go ahead and get into. So these are some of the current ways that I've been making money over the past, 4, 5, 6 years, I guess. So I just wanted to talk with y'all, see if you're trying them. And so not the number one. It's not the number one by any means, but the first one I wanted to talk about was getting paid tips on Thingiverse or my mini factory. Oh, sorry, my lover lady's home. Hold on, I'll let the dogs out. Hold on. Sorry for that. Little intermission. Little life intermission. But yeah, so the first one is tips. Getting tips on Thingiverse. Have any of y'all ever gotten a tip on Thingiverse or My Mini Factory or anything like that? I wanted to start with this one because it does happen, but I think most people in the 3D print community, if they see it on Thingiverse or My Mini Factory, usually they're just going to download it if it's free. You will get those rare pops of amazingness where some nice person has, wants to give you a few bucks for your thing through PayPal, and it's so good, so great. Tigo says, she has, yeah, always a pleasant surprise. Exactly. A few years ago, I have scared about losing some part of my body. Today, maybe I can print some part. That's Tony. So Tony's talking about 3D printing some body parts. But yes, like Tigo said, it's a very pleasant surprise when you get it, if you ever get it. And I did notice, if anyone hasn't seen My Mini Factory, you can turn on, or you can get like monthly payments now. So someone could, if they just love your design style, you can keep getting monthly payments, which is cool. We're going to talk more about that here in a second. But that is the first way, is tips. So not that great, not that, but it's still good, still good. Tips have never really worked for me, but what I do is put the file up for a price on a coffee. Good. Okay. Coffee. on Etsy. If something that took me 5 to 10 minutes, then I put it up for free. Okay, so Maker tells the same, something, if he did it really quickly, he might give it up for free. If he spent a lot of time, he would put a price and then, give the customer the option, or have to pay full price. So Kat, no, not really anything, but that anyone would buy. Okay, so that's another thing. Is just Kat was saying she hasn't gotten tips, but she hasn't really made anything that she thinks that anyone would buy. But you never know. I mean, there's stuff people want. There's a huge globe out there, so there's always room. And just thinking of your designs in more of a product base may help with that too. So Kat also said, I still have to learn how to design stuff. Well, you can do that. You can get on YouTube. You can go to our channel. There's many ways to do it. And that's what I'm going to challenge you to do over the next, your life. That's the most fun, I think, is being able to design. But let's go on to number 2. So number 1, getting little tips. Rare, but cool. Number 2, microtransactions. So this is something that I used to get, or no, I still do. It's not much, but my mini factory would actually, back in the day, had a program. They were like studio designers for my mini factory when they first got out, and they picked a few people out of the community. And so if you were in that bubble, then you would get microtransactions off of your designs, which I thought was really cool because Thingiverse wasn't doing that. Cults 3D wasn't doing that. So it was like everybody could still get the files, but, the artist would still get paid just by people viewing it, essentially like AdSense or like YouTube. So if you're someone who's, blog savvy or knows how to do websites, you could do a blog to get microtransactions. I call it penny dust, but you could get penny dust for your designs. If you want to keep that open, free, you want to keep everything free, then you could do that to still make some type of income for your designs. So that's the second one, microtransactions. And then, or has anyone out there done or have any other experience with microtransactions that I'm not aware of or that I'm not thinking of? I'm just thinking it's blogs. That's the only thing I can think that you could tie it to get some type of a microtransaction. But hey, love, Amber just got home. Hi, y'all. Hey, she says, hey, y'all. So the third way, oh, we got someone. That would be cool. Never had it though. Sounds like it would have to go viral though. Yes. So Jonathan saying you would need a lot of traffic. Mike Russo says, hey, you would need a ton of traffic to get $1. You would probably need thousands and thousands of people to download your files to even make a little bit of money. So I wouldn't really recommend that, but if you want to try that, then go ahead and do it. Or you could just do it for your free files. That could be something too. You supplement, so you're still getting paid for your free files on a smaller scale. So that could be something. Tigal says, hey, y'all are so sweet. Thanks for coming again. I love this. This is going to be fun. I'm trying to do this every week so we can just kind of grow with each other. So Tony said, here in Argentina, custom replacement is good business if you are good at to search customers. Here it's complicated to import things that open a lot of business to create replacements. Very cool. Not sure what you mean. I think I just read that without comprehending, but thank you, Tony. And then, so the next one is one of my favorites, and that is the fourth one, which is monthly subscription payments. So this is what I do on my website. You can also do this on Patreon if you don't want to set up a website, or Gumroad. I know like Sparkyface 5, Maker Tales. I don't know if Tigal may have a Patreon, but essentially people that love your designs, love what you do, will support you. It's crazy. It's amazing. And so every month they will just pay you a small to large, fee, which is pretty awesome. And it really does help get you motivated as a designer. Okay, so Tigal doesn't have one. Sorry. We should. I'm just kidding. But it is a great way. I've had mine for a year or two now. I kind of told all my patrons, I was like, hey guys, I'm moving over here to my own platform. I'm not going to be posting here, but they still support. So I'm just like, these people just love me. This is great. So I'm just going to keep making stuff. So MakerTale says he loves it. Patreon rocks. It does rock. I think they take a small percentage, very small, And it's great. So you can talk directly to your people. You can get them early access to things, and it really just keeps you motivated as a maker to be like, oh, I got to make something. Like, I got to keep making. I think it works really well. So that's the fourth one. So we've got tips, we've got microtransactions, we've got I skipped one. So we got monthly subscriptions, and like I said, My Mini Factory. So if you're already on My Mini Factory, maybe there's a way where you can ask people to become your monthly tipper on My Mini Factory. That could be something good too. Let's see. Cat, I think live streams are a thing that are able to boost you too, sharing your knowledge. Yes, I totally agree. So that's one thing that I'm practicing more is I've been in this rut. Like, I don't want to share like simple things because, people will just think I'm stupid and be like, oh, duh, like all these are so obvious, Jason. But after doing a lot of micro content the past few months with TikTok, I've noticed that, there are a lot more beginners than there are of us who kind of have been in the game for a little while. So it is really valuable to just share any kind of information that you have. I think it's all just going to, help the industry grow as a whole. So I agree 100%. Rick said, Patreon has restored my faith in humanity. I haven't thought about Patreon as a motivational tool. Yes, totally, Tigo. I think it was very motivational for me. It still is. And that means still, though, like for me right now, I have a downloads.ptt.live where I'll do monthly designs. So those will be some free and some that are paid or premium. And it's like $10 a month, but your first month is like $5. So, you can play with all different types of things. I've seen some people on Instagram that are making hundreds and hundreds of dollars, like $800 a month or thousands of dollars a month. And they're usually making like consistent pieces of content, like certain styles, like sculpts or like things with gears. So you really can get quite a great amount of support especially if you have like a super niche market. KS Core Tech is doing a lot of like tabletop games, so I think he's doing really well with that too, which is great. So Tony, buying things in China is very expensive, takes a lot of time. Oh no worries, Tony. No, I get you. We like to take on large, small projects from clients. So wow, that's good, and we're gonna get to that here later too. And I skipped one of mine, but one of the cool ones that I really enjoyed, I didn't really think this would work, but it actually worked pretty well, is selling your designs on your own website. Or you can sell them on Cults 3D. They take 20%. Or you can do My Mini Factory. It's a little, I don't know about My Mini Factory. You have to pay them $25 a month to like be a part of their store platform. And then I think they still take a cut of your profits, which is strange to me. But I mean, I guess if it works, I would say if you're already making money on like other things, then you may just have My Mini Factory as a supplemental type thing to because that's where a lot of people are. Yes, so Kat said you have to create your own unique style and design. Yes, that is, and that's what's crazy is like we all have our own thing. Like me, I like to make really weird and funny things and wearables, and like someone else might like to make these types of things. Maker Tales likes to make these puzzle boxes. Everyone has their special thing, their gift. So that's all you really have to do is like, what do I love to make? And then just make a bunch of those or make more of those. And, or, try and think of how you could turn it into a product somehow that could help somebody. So that's my advice on that. But back to the fourth one, which is selling stuff on your website. I've had designs, let's say for example, cat armor. I have cat armor on lots of different websites for free, like Thingiverse and everywhere. But I just put it on my website just to see what would happen. And I didn't really want anyone to buy it. I was just like, I'm just going to put like $25 because I just wanted to see what would happen. And I was like traveling from the airport one day and I got like 2 or 3 orders from cat armor. So I was like, I made $75 on cat armor. It was just crazy because from that point I hadn't really made any money really with cat armor. It was just for fun and just silliness really. But then I was like, man, this is crazy. So I also practiced or tried different things with selling some designs for, I think there was one, what's the guy on Instagram, Fab365. Fab365 really inspired me because he would sell these small adorable foldable models, but he would price them like $2 to $3, and it was just like I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. That's so cool. And I didn't care what the price was, so I just bought it. And that's when I was like, oh, that's so weird. Like, if somebody really wants something, like they'll pay a couple bucks for it, and I think that's fair as a designer. I could be wrong. Let me know what y'all think if it's fair. But I think it's cool to get paid to do your skills, because it takes a long time for us to learn design. Like, I know as artists, we really like, it's hard to value ourselves a lot of the times. As artists, I feel like that's a very common theme with like people I went to art school with. So I think that's what I'm here to help you guys and girls do, because I've been struggling with it, is boost your confidence. And, this can be a full-time career. It can be, and it will be if you want it to be. So I just wanted to kind of shed that light and let you know it is really possible. And that's my mission. I've been doing more education and client-based work for the past few years, but I'm shifting to more of a product design, kind of selling products. And I want to be able to teach y'all, because I think it's something that everybody out there can do in their own special way. And I think it could just be huge. So I'm super excited to grow with y'all over the next few months. I'm on a 6-month and a 12-month plan. So as long as you're hanging out with me, we're going. We're going to figure this out together. And then Tony said, even charging a tiny amount, your scope is entire globe. Exactly. So even if you have $1 for a file, 99 cents. That's what I've been doing on Cults. Cults 3D is very great. I would suggest, if you aren't on Cults 3D, price it very small, like 99 cents. You make, I think 80 cents. They take 20 cents. It's great. It's like people just are buying. I get emails all the time like, hey, somebody bought this thing. Somebody bought this thing. I'm like, okay, cool. Alien 3D. What up, dude? Twerk that thing. That's me. Hey, no worries, dude. You're right on time. So let's get back. This is great. Thank y'all for interacting with me. This is so much fun. And see, how long have we gone? 22 minutes. Okay. So sorry, I'm so all over the place, but that's just me. Sorry, not sorry. And let's see, where are we at? So we can design, yeah. Okay. So the fifth way, and one of the most lucrative and tricky kind of ways to make a lot of money. This is one that Maker Tales was kind of mentioning earlier, is designing for clients. So this is something you can charge a flat fee for. You can charge hourly, and you can make what up, the American Adventure? That's my boy Adam. What up, 3D Blendered, dude? What? This is crazy. Thank y'all for coming. Wow. So working with clients is great and terrible at the same time. Have y'all ever worked with let me know in the chat who has worked with a client for 3D print design. Not for like, hey, can you print this file? And they give you a file. Not that. I'm talking about like you worked one-on-one or with a team with someone or client and made something out of thin air. Like, who has done that? Yeah, we do it because we love it. Yes, your passion is your purpose. That's like my new phrase right now. So whatever your passion is, whatever you love doing when you were a kid, like I love skateboarding, magic, rapping, not rapping gifts, rapping songs, making people laugh, making movies. That is my passion. So I'm just trying to do all that, teaching. I'm trying to put all that into a passion ball, and sharing it with the world. So I want you to do that too. Find those things that really get you excited, ball them all up into a ball, and figure out how you can do that as your life. That's what you're here for. You're here. Your passion is your purpose. I love that. Skateboard Yogi. That's right. I'm Skateboard Yogi. That's another brand that I was building. All right, back on track. But yes, so I do want to say, it doesn't look like anyone's worked with clients. It is cool and tricky. So what I would suggest, if you are going to work with clients, one, it's hard to find them, because most people are like, hey, like for example, I had this lady reach out and she was like, hey, I want you to make a cast for my dog's foot. And I was like, okay, it's going to be thousands of dollars. And she was like, what? Well, I can get it on Amazon for $20. And I was like, well, I mean, it's not going to fit your dog's broken, like they had like a limp little leg. It was very sad. But I was like, I'm going to have to come out to your house multiple times, photogrammetry your dog's leg, work on, do multiple days of prototyping. But I think that's a lot of the people you may run into. But there's other people on the other hand that I've worked with. And, oh, cool. Alien said he's been working for clients for 20 years, but not for 3D print design. So what have you been doing, Alien? Are you just like printing their designs that they want? Like kind of like a Hubs 3D type of thing? Yeah, Bob said we have a long client list. I love that list. Great. Dude, that's great. So Bob, what do you think is the easiest way to get clients? Are you already like well connected, or like do you have like any tips that you want to share with other people that like help people get these like design clients? What I was trying to do was always go after entrepreneurial minded people like myself, or people that understand they may have to invest in an idea to grow it into something, or people that are thinking of making money with the design, because usually those are the people who are more willing to pay thousands of dollars or what it's worth to actually design something. And I've also designed stuff for people where I totally undercut myself. When I was first starting out, it would charge like $100, and I'm sure we've all done it. I mean, you kind of have to at the beginning. You may charge like $50. I'll do it for $50, or I'll do it for $100. But what I want you to get used to is knowing, hey, I know how to design. Like I took years to learn how to do this skill. Like you can charge more. And I would suggest, if you aren't sure what to charge, if you know how to design and you feel confident or somewhat 50% confident, charge at least bare minimum $75 an hour if you're going to charge hourly or more. And so that's what we're going to go more and more in depth on all these over the next few weeks. But I would just say, don't undercut yourself, and then look for entrepreneurial minded clients to work with. You're going to have a lot more fun, and they're not going to try to nickel and dime you the whole time. So let's see. I worked as a 3D designer for corporations. Okay. So Bob's already been in the game, so he knows. That's great. That's cool. Alien, I've been a web developer 20 years, so long client list of doofuses. Dude, you crack me up. That video, if you haven't seen Alien 3D's dancing video, it's great. It's just so good to see everyone from the community. I just know people by their handle names on like Twitter, and it was just so cool to like see them dancing for Verf. Maker tells, I use 3D print as a proof of concept. Lots of startups for prototype. Yes, genius. I love that, Maker Jonathan. We have a website and social media sites. Word of mouth is big. Okay. We have a set rate for design. And yes, so that's what I've been trying to start doing too, is just having a set price, because most of the designs, like for example, I worked with this one guy out in Boston, and I quoted him hourly, I think, on that one. And I was like, oh, it's only going to take me half a week. Ended up taking like a week and a half. So it's probably always going to take probably twice as long as you think. So if you're like, oh, I could probably do that in 20 hours, that whole project, then just go ahead and assume it's going to be 40. And, it's probably going to take that long. Unless you've just been doing it for a long time and exactly, what the process is. What I also did was recorded my screen and actually documented like how long it took me to complete projects. And that helped me like really learn how to, see how long things were really taking. So that's another trick. And the last one that I want, so the 5 so far. We get tips. That's one way you can do it. Microtransactions for your free items, or if you're a bloggy type of person, you can sell designs on your website or other websites, even at a low cost, like 99 cents is totally cool. And then you can also do monthly subscriptions, which I highly recommend. It's great for morale. It's great for just growing over the years. And then you've got working for clients, which is going to be, your bread and butter probably for the first few months until you can build up the other ones. But it's definitely, charge what you're worth. Go double than what you think it's going to be, because it's going to take you longer than you think. And at least charge $75. And if they say something to you, tell them I said so. Especially my students. If you've completed my workshop, you better be charging $75 baseline. Baseline. So, and then now the 6th way. Oh wait, let me see what y'all been saying. I have many non-paying clients. They're called grandkids. That's great, Nick. Yes, I'll do some stuff for free just for my friends and stuff, or for, for some gifts. But I'm trying to figure out how to really like retire, and like live minimalistically. I'm trying to 3D print a house. That's my real goal. Like, is to like, I'm already a minimalist. I've lived in a camper for pretty much 2 years. Just to really just build businesses online. But yeah, I don't know where am I going? Oh yes. Okay. So this is the new idea that I have. It's not a new idea. Like, y'all totally all heard of it, but it's new to me. And so I wanted to just brainstorm with you guys and girls, see if y'all have ever tried it. Sounds like T-Gall has kind of done it a little bit. So I definitely want to chat with you, T-Gall. But it is a new process that I'm trying to do for like the next 6 to 12 months. I'm fully focused on this, and that new thing that I'm trying to make money with my 3D print designs is make super duper niche products for 3D print on demand, that I'll sell on, first and foremost, my website, on like sites like Etsy. There's one, what's it called? Fancy, which is like an Instagram for buying things for like fancy people. Instagram, shopping, Amazon, all of them. Like, anything that I can put it on, I will be putting products on, like this. Like, this is one I made today. Excuse me. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Yeah. So this, these are some new rings that I printed out today that are just for gag gifts, but I'm going to try and do print on demand for these. I may sell them for like $5 or $10, free shipping, something just for fun. But I have way better ideas. So, but what I'm trying to portray to you guys and girls is, great question. So, Maker Tale said, my main question, how do you pick the niches? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out, but I know it's possible. So I think most people, whenever they're, doing print on demand, it's usually like gaming and like little things for your printer and like things like that. Like, there's so many markets out there, guys, that like billion-dollar industries that don't even know what a 3D printer is, right? They have no clue. They could care less. But if you can find something that's in your same, passion bubble of things that you love. So for me, it would be like, I love fashion and wearables. So I would do those things. Things for animals. You could do things for gadgets if you're like a tech head kind of person, like Maker Tales. You could think of look for big gaps, like problems in certain industries that are already well established, and seeing if you can use your 3D printing design genius to come up with something that doesn't even exist yet that can solve a problem. And the cool thing is, if you can think of these designs, then you can charge a premium for them. So you could charge, anywhere from $20 to $40, $50, for an actual product, because people are used to buying products, right? So if they're used to buying products, then you just put a product in front of them. Hopefully they'll buy it. And then, you have maybe like 50% margins or something like that, where you can either print them out and kind of do your first batches. That's where I'm thinking is like, I'll come up with I'm going to come up with like 30 products this month or the next 30 days. And then I think out of those 30, I'll pick like 3 that I really want to like print on demand, and then try and do that using just my website and all the others. And then kind of relay back to you guys and girls over the next few months, like, hey, this is working, this isn't working. Like, this ring I posted up and made $500, like whatever. So we'll come back every week and we'll talk about these things. And I want to challenge you out there to try one of these 5 or 6 different ways. Maybe there's one way that you could like go, oh yeah, I could like maybe open up a Patreon, or maybe I could like turn on my mini factory or add some prices to my cults, even if it's for one design. Like, just try it, like just see what happens. Nobody's going to attack you or cuss you out or anything, but so that's where I'm going. I think, I just wanted to kind of get y'all's feedback. So we got some stuff in the chat here. Rick said, oh no, wait, where are we at? Where did I got lost here. Maker Tales. Okay. The elevator push device. Sorry. I'm not sure what you mean. Cat, I will try to cast some stuff like that in the future. Cool. Tony, can you push the elevator buttons with the ring? Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Sorry, Tony. Yeah, so Tony was saying that this ring is great for pushing elevator buttons. I forgot that you said that on Instagram. That's so funny. 3D Blender. Have you ever had a problem with people asking for a refund? So not yet, but I'm sure of it. I'm 100% sure of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and factor that in, that maybe 10% of actual sales will, be returned. And just so y'all know, I don't know if you're following what's happening in the world, but this is one of the biggest times of ever for e-commerce. Like, people are going to be buying like crazy this year. People who have never bought stuff online, like super old people that never wanted to buy stuff online, aren't going out anymore. So they're getting used to buying things online and going, whoa, this is really awesome. This is really convenient. Like, this is great. So there's supposed to be like record-breaking highs of printing or of online sales for all the next 3 months pretty much. So I'm going to try and just see what I can do in that, and it could be crazy, it could be fun, I could totally fail, I don't know, but I like doing this kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to try and do and let you guys know how it goes. All right, who else we got? So Tony, I usually see products that are hard to find, see the price, analyze if I can bring something competitive, and then bring the best thing that is customized things. Yes, that's great. That is it, Tony. So another thing you don't want to do is don't try and compete with injection molded parts. Like, you're never going to use 3D printing strengths to the advantage, like customization, rapid prototyping. Like, we can innovate and change and pivot so much quicker than these big companies. They can't. They can't unless they have some guys in there doing 3D printings, but they probably don't even think like that because they're stuck in their ways. I'm just assuming all this. But yeah, you're right. You're right, Tony. It's just, find something that you already know, love, and are passionate about, and see it oh, I know this would be great for people in this industry, and then try it. It could be great. Let's see. I just saw some designs on Aldi's quarter for shopping cart and thought it was interesting. Oh, weird. I didn't know Aldi's had. I don't know what you mean by that. Just in 3D. Tigo, I agree with you, Rick. I think it's more fulfilling to design stuff you love instead of trying to guess what is going to go viral. Yes. Tigo, yes. So, I think there is a balance too. You have to kind of know what people are already wanting, maybe through data searches, what people are searching for, figuring out what they actually need. And then, if you're interested in that topic, see if you can create some type of product for that. I'm not saying chase, make another face mask, we don't need another face mask or another, baby Yodas, which you can't do because it's illegal. But yeah, you don't want to just chase these trends. You want to find a product that will sell consistently every single month. That's what I'm thinking. Finding something that will just always sell, X amount, pretty much like clockwork. So that's the goal that I'm trying to do here. Let's see. One example, I sell cake toppers and I build no time customized things that cannot be done with other technology. Yes, that's cool. So Tony's doing cake toppers. Bob White, yes, we make cake toppers. There you go. So apparently cake toppers look pretty popular. So if you love cake and doing decorating, that could be a huge niche. It's literally endless. For example, so I just made this little middle finger ring, right? But I've already been thinking, I have this piece, so I could turn it, enlarge it, make it like a wall hanger, so people could hang their towels on it. It could be just a desk thing that people sit on the desk. It could be all kinds. I've already got just tons of ideas. I'm doing Sculptober this month. So if you want to learn sculpting, do it with us. I think Chaos Cortec just started doing it too. But you just design something every month. So what I'm trying to do is design products that I could potentially sell. So it's everything I'm designing, I'll just give myself an hour or two to sculpt something, just get an idea going, and then go, oh, cool. Okay, how would this be a product, and kind of think of everything like that. So that's what I'm doing. Also, any of my students, I'm going to be having a sculpting course coming out very soon. So it'll go over every single brush inside of Blender, and it'll be sculpting for product design. Yes. So I have listened. I know a lot of y'all have been wanting more on product design, so that's what we gonna do. So let's see. You can run for the trends. You can run for the trends. Spinners, Groots, Yodas, robot plants, but I don't fulfill my heart. Yes, it doesn't fulfill his heart. That's well said. So how did you get hooked up with Polymaker for the hook thing? Just in 3D? Well, they just emailed me out of the blue. I don't know why or how. I think it was through Instagram maybe. And they just wanted me to do it. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Sounds great. And then we just talked for a few weeks, and then we did it. Sparky Face 5 is doing, yes, Sparky Face 5, I just have to say, she is such an inspiration. She has been like inspiring me like crazy over in our Discord. She's like popping out designs every day. So, hats off to her. She's been a huge inspiration to me. Mike Russo, awesome. Yes, she is stupid talented, Kat. But yeah, that's really all I have for y'all today. I just had to passion rant that out, I just wanted to talk to y'all. So I wanted just to talk to my fellow designer people that are, fellow entrepreneurs. But yeah, this pretty much is going to be, I'm kind of pivoting my entire Print That Thing channel to be 3D printing for entrepreneurs, like 3D print design for entrepreneurs, anything like how do we turn this into all of our full-time jobs. That's my goal for everyone. Is I've already done it for myself. Now it's like, okay, how do I help everybody else and do even more of it on my end? So I'm trying to practice what I preach by actually doing what I'm saying. So that's what it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and open it up for Q&A. If there's anyone who has just questions for me, I mean, we've kind of been talking the entire time, but we'll just give it, maybe 3 to 4 or 5 minutes. And we'll get this this first video closed. I mean, I was only gonna stream for like 10 minutes, but we've already gone for like 40 something minutes. So hey, that's how it goes. But yeah, thank y'all, everybody. Thank you for Thank you for coming and hanging out. Like, thanks for sharing your ideas. Thanks for sharing. And I have a. I don't know. I was gonna say. Does anyone think it's wrong to sell 3D print designs? Because I had that like fear. It was like a mental block almost like 2 years ago. It was like forbidden, I guess, because I came up like an old school G back in 2014 with 3D print design. And I was just like, you can't sell your designs. Like, everybody's doing it for free. Like, you'll be the black sheep over here. And so now I'm just like, I am a black sheep. Like, let's go. Let's show people how to do it. Let's actually do it. So, let me know in the chat if you think I'm wrong or if you think I'm an asshole or, whatever. I'm trying to feed my dogs. I got to pay off my student loans, I got like $50K from film school that I need to start chipping away at. Here's where I'm an imposter. I love 3D printing, but I love my real job too. Ooh, that's good though, Tiga. So Tiga, I think you do coding, but yeah, I mean, I'm a filmmaker. So a part of mine was, I love filmmaking. That's what I've always wanted to do since 8th grade. But during this whole COVID thing, studios and it just kind of stopped. So, which was funny because I was like, told myself like 2020 is the year. 2020, I'm just doing nothing but 3D print design, like nothing, no film, no crutch, no, because that's where I was getting a lot of my income monthly. So it's been a crazy year, just like really doing nothing but 3D printing and 3D print design. It's been pushing me out of my comfort zone, but for the better. So it's good. So let's see. I'm interested in increasing my sculpting skill. I'm so right to sell designs. Okay, cool. Yeah, Bob, sculpting is fun. It's one of my favorite. Maker Tales. I have a fear to sell 3D print designs due to the environmental impact. I am right there with you, dude. We've talked about this before, but I think that's part of my mission too, is figuring out how to do more like environmentally friendly plastics or what do they call it? Mycelium, like a mushroom type thing that like dissolves. I think there is something coming in the future. It may already be here. I don't know, but I don't think plastic's going to be the main thing in the future. I just feel that. I don't know. I can't. I'm just making that up, but I don't think it will be forever. I hope. So, who knows? But that's what my hope is. Let's see. Tony, I agree with Bob. Same thing, but I need to learn sculpting. Yeah, sculpting is great, and sculpting is so good with like box modeling. So what I've been doing in Blender is just box modeling everything pretty much, and then flipping it into sculpting, and then just adding the little details. It's like stupid fun. It's so much good. So much good. Let's see. If someone spends their own time making something, there's no reason to try not to monetize it. Time is money, friend. Thanks, Alien. I really hope so, sis. I love 3D print design. I love 3D print design too. And so that's what we'll end it on today. Let's go, find your passion, figure out, how we're going to start molding this into your job if you want to. I'm not pushing you, but my focus for the next 12 months is going to be making products, making courses, and making crazy videos. And so I'm going to be sharing all the tips each week. So, make sure to subscribe, make sure to join the Discord. I'll post this in the Discord. We can keep chatting about it if you guys want. But stay tuned. Next week, we're going to talk about, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I was going to talk about increasing your tips on websites, but I might just think of something else. So is there anything that y'all want to talk about? How about that? Is there anything that y'all are curious about or that you want to spend time talking about next week? And we can make that the topic. And, I'll just spend all week trying to get more and more people to come in here and discussing these things. So Kat said, I was able to turn my hobby into my job working with R&D and Department Additive Manufacturing. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you worked for R&D. That's awesome. That makes perfect sense. You too, Jonathan. Thanks for coming to hang out, dude. It's good to hear from you and see you. Yes. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Let me know in the Discord or on the comment of this video if there's anything that you want to talk about next week. I'll start thinking of stuff. Otherwise, I'll just talk about what I'm doing and see how I can relate it to you guys and girls. But yeah, got some Wi-Fi, Mike. I got the Wi-Fi back, so we're gonna be doing it. We gotta go. So we tried to do this months ago, but the Wi-Fi out at the land wasn't strong enough. But now we're here, so we've got some super duper strong Wi-Fi. So here we go. But anyways, it's been 45 minutes, so I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to go get some food, and hope everyone has a great rest of the week. I'll see y'all next Wednesday, 5 o'clock. We're just going to do the same time every week. All right. And yeah, keep creating. Your passion is your purpose. Let's go. Let's do it. Cool. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for coming to hang out. I appreciate y'all. You too, Tigo. Later. Bye, y'all. Hey, there's a cat back there. That's a little baby. All right. Later, y'all. Peace.